What if you woke up tomorrow and money was gone? Not stolen, not lost, just never a thing. No coins, no notes, no bank accounts, no prices, nothing. Would the world fall apart instantly, or would something incredible take its place? Here's what most people don't realize. Money is not a law of nature. It's an invention. Humans created it roughly 5,000 years ago in ancient Mesopotamia. Before that, for the vast majority of human history, we survived without it. We hunted, we gathered, we built shelters, raised children, formed communities, and passed down knowledge across generations, all without a single coin changing hands. So the real question isn't whether life without money is possible. History already answered that. The real question is what that life would actually look like today. And the answer might surprise you. No money means no prices, but also no poverty. Here's the first thing that changes. Poverty, as we define it today, vanishes overnight. Think about what poverty actually is. It's not a lack of food or shelter in the physical sense. It's a lack of money to access food and shelter. Remove the price tag, and the problem transforms entirely. You cannot be too poor to eat if food has no price. You cannot be homeless if land cannot be bought or sold. Around 700 million people currently live on less than $2.15 a day. In a moneyless world, that statistic becomes meaningless. Not because everyone suddenly has everything. Scarcity of resources doesn't disappear, but the measuring stick disappears entirely. And that changes everything about how we think about who has enough. Work would look completely different. Without money, why would anyone work? This is the question everyone asks, and it's a fair one. But here's the thing. Humans worked long before currency existed. We hunted, built, farmed, and created because we needed to, and because we wanted to contribute to the people around us. The idea that we only work for pay is actually a very recent invention, one that money itself created. Studies in psychology consistently show that people are motivated by purpose, community, and mastery, not just paychecks. In a moneyless world, you do what you're good at and what your community needs. A doctor would still want to heal people. A builder would still want to build things that last. A teacher would still want to pass on what they know. But what about the jobs nobody wants? The rubbish collection, the sewage work, the difficult, unglamorous labor that keeps society running? Every functioning community throughout history has found ways to share the unpleasant work through rotation, through social obligation, through contribution as a shared value rather than a transaction. Bartering sounds simple? It isn't. Now, the obvious replacement for money is bartering. You grow vegetables, I'll fix your roof. Sounds clean, but try to scale it up and it falls apart immediately. Economists have a term for the core problem: the double coincidence of wants. For a trade to work, you need someone who has exactly what you need and wants exactly what you have at the same time. What if you need shoes, but the shoemaker already has enough vegetables? What if the doctor needs a roof fixed, but the roofer isn't sick? In a small community, you can work around this. But across a city, a country, a global economy, the complexity becomes unmanageable, which is, ironically, exactly why money was invented in the first place: to solve bartering. A moneyless world would need something smarter. Something more like a community contribution network, where you give what you can and take what you need, tracked not by price, but by participation. Crime would change dramatically. Here's a genuinely surprising one. A huge proportion of crime worldwide is financially motivated. Robbery, fraud, corruption, drug trafficking, organized crime, all of it ultimately driven by money. Remove the incentive and you remove the behavior. Not all of it. Human conflict doesn't need money to exist. People will still argue over resources, territory, status, but the industrial scale of crime we live with today, the organized networks, the billion-dollar fraud operations, the corruption of governments and institutions, that infrastructure has no foundation without money to move. Entire categories of crime, financial fraud, tax evasion, money laundering, would simply cease to exist. Courts and prisons that currently overflow with financially motivated cases would empty out. The savings in enforcement, incarceration, and human misery would be staggering. Power would shift, but not disappear. Without money, wealth as a source of power is gone. No billionaires, no corporate lobbying, no buying elections, no funding misinformation campaigns. The direct pipeline between financial capital and political influence disappears. But power doesn't vanish. It just moves. In a moneyless society, influence would belong to those with the most skills, the most knowledge, or the strongest community relationships. The village elder, the master craftsman, the person everyone turns to in a crisis. Whether that's better or worse is genuinely hard to say. Today's financial elite are at least somewhat constrained by markets, regulations, and public accountability. In a system where power flows from personal authority, there are fewer checks on how it's used. The wrong person at the top of a moneyless community could be just as dangerous as any billionaire, maybe more so. Art, music, and science would explode. This one is fascinating. Right now, enormous amounts of human talent are pointed at generating money rather than generating value. Brilliant minds spend entire careers in investment banking, advertising, and financial services, industries that exist primarily because money exists. Remove money and those minds go somewhere else, into medicine, into scientific research, into art, music, architecture, and teaching, into solving problems that actually matter. The current system doesn't just waste money on unnecessary things, it wastes human potential on them. Some economists and philosophers argue that a moneyless world, if it could stabilize, would trigger the greatest creative and scientific explosion in human history. Imagine if every person who currently spends their working life moving numbers around a screen was instead doing something they found genuinely meaningful. So would it actually work? Honestly, not overnight. The transition would be catastrophic. Entire systems, banking, retail, insurance, stock markets, currency exchanges would collapse simultaneously. Supply chains that depend on financial transactions would break down. The short-term human cost of that collapse would be severe. Food distribution, healthcare, energy, all of these run on money right now, and unwinding that dependency would take time we might not have. What replaces these systems would take generations to build. New ways of organizing labor, distributing resources, and managing collective decisions would have to emerge from scratch. That process would be messy, uneven, and deeply contested. But here's the thing: humans are extraordinary at adapting. Every system we live inside today, democratic government, global trade, the internet, the welfare state, was built by people who had never seen it before. They invented it because the old way stopped working. A world without money isn't a fantasy. It's just the next unimaginably difficult thing that humans might one day have to build. So here's a question worth sitting with. If money disappeared tomorrow, what would you do with your time? What would you spend your days building, learning, or creating if no one was paying you and no one expected you to earn? Drop your answer in the comments. We genuinely want to know. And if this one made you think differently, subscribe for more videos like this and hit the bell so you never miss an upload.